There is something you keep seeing. Maybe in your dreams. Maybe in flashes throughout your day. Maybe in thoughts that come back stronger each time you try to dismiss them. You tell yourself it's just your imagination. But deep down, you know, it's not. It's a vision. One that won't leave you alone. One that feels alive. And that's because it is. Archangel Michael is confirming, this vision will repeat until you finally answer it. The message didn't begin today. It's been echoing in your life for longer than you realize. The patterns you keep running into. The moments that feel familiar. The signs you swear you've seen before, they're not accidents. They're divine reminders. You've been chosen for something specific. But heaven is waiting on your yes. Until you respond, the vision won't stop. It can't. Because your future is tied to what you've been shown, and heaven refuses to let you miss your assignment. You've likely dismissed it before. Maybe it felt too big. Too strange. Too different from your current life. Maybe you didn't think you were ready. Maybe you were afraid of what others would think. But the vision hasn't left, because it wasn't just an idea. It was a spiritual blueprint. A glimpse of what was written over your life long before you were born. This is why it keeps returning. This is why you're here right now, hearing this message. Archangel Michael doesn't deliver ordinary messages. When he speaks, it's because something is shifting in the unseen. He brings messages of war, protection, breakthrough, and divine alignment. And this one? It's urgent. You are standing at the doorway of something heaven has tried to awaken in you for years. The vision is your invitation. And your refusal to answer won't make it go away, it will only delay what's already yours. Maybe you thought the vision was for someone else. Maybe you thought you were just dreaming. But if it wasn't real, why can't you shake it? Why does it follow you, whisper through your day, appear in your quietest moments? Why does it grow stronger when you get closer to peace, to clarity, to purpose? Because it's meant for you. It's calling your name in a language only your soul can fully understand. And tonight, Archangel Michael is making sure you finally listen. You were born into a world full of noise, but this vision cuts through all of it. It doesn't demand your fear. It asks for your awareness. You don't have to figure everything out right now. You only need to say, I'm listening. That's when things start to move. That's when heaven begins to orchestrate divine meetings, spiritual protection, and steps that feel effortless but change everything. This vision is part of your calling. That's why it keeps repeating. Heaven doesn't waste time sending messages to the wrong people. It comes to the one assigned, and that one is you. You weren't called to be average. You weren't created just to survive. You were sent with something sacred inside of you. And the vision is the key to unlocking it. You may wonder why others don't see what you see. Why no one else around you seems to notice the signs that feel so loud to you. But you weren't made to follow the crowd, you were set apart to break the silence. You've been entrusted with vision because you're strong enough to carry it. Because heaven saw something in you that you might not even see in yourself yet. That inner knowing, that pull that keeps tugging at your spirit. It's not random, it's recognition. It's your soul remembering something your mind hasn't caught up to yet. When you were younger, you might have brushed it off. Life was loud, and the world taught you to ignore the subtle things. But now you can't unsee it. The vision won't leave, and it's becoming more vivid, more detailed, more alive. That's because the time is near. What was once just a glimpse is now becoming instruction. What was once mysterious is starting to feel like a map. And Archangel Michael is watching closely, making sure you don't miss the signs this time. There's a sacred rhythm to how heaven works. First comes the whisper. Then the repetition. Then the spiritual knock that shakes you out of your routine. That's where you are now. The vision has knocked, and it will keep knocking until you respond. Not because God is trying to overwhelm you, but because you're needed. Because the next season can't begin until you step into what's been prepared for you. This vision is more than just a picture, it's a piece of your destiny. Every time you ignore it, you delay a miracle. Every time you pretend it's not real, something in your life stays stuck. But the moment you stop resisting it, things begin to align. The right people show up. Old pain begins to release. Doors open without explanation. That's what happens when you stop fighting your calling. Archangel Michael is standing in the gap for you. You may not see him, but his presence has been protecting your process. Blocking things you didn't even know were coming. Fighting for your clarity while you wrestled with confusion. And now, he brings you this final word: the vision will not go away, because it was never meant to. It will repeat, louder each time, until you say, yes. Heaven is patient, but not passive. When the message is this urgent, it won't fade. It will follow you through the hours. It will appear in your thoughts. It will echo through songs, dreams, faces, and places until your spirit opens wide enough to receive it fully. And when it does, everything shifts. When you finally accept that the vision is real, you'll begin to feel the weight lift. Not because the path becomes easy, but because resistance turns into revelation. You'll begin to see how long heaven has been setting the stage. The delays weren't denials, they were alignments. The closed doors weren't rejections, they were redirections. All of it was moving you to this very moment where the vision could be fully revealed. You may not understand every piece yet. That's okay. Faith is rarely built in clarity, it's built in movement. When you step toward the vision steps toward you. New clarity arrives as obedience unfolds. That's the language of heaven. You don't need to see the whole picture to believe you've been chosen. You already know too much to go back. You've already seen too much to pretend you're not being called, and if you feel fear, that's normal. Fear always rises when a soul is close to something divine. But fear is not a sign to stop, it's confirmation you're near the threshold. Archangel Michael doesn't appear when things are casual. He appears when the stakes are eternal. When the next step in your purpose can no longer wait. And the reason this message found you today is because time has caught up to the vision. Heaven is now in motion. You can feel it, the way your chest tightens when truth hits. The way your spirit becomes still when you hear words that resonate deeply. That stillness is not emptiness, it's divine presence. It's confirmation that you're finally aligned with what your soul has been crying out for. Many people will scroll past this message. That's okay. It wasn't written for them. It was written for you. For the one who's been waiting for confirmation. For the one who keeps asking if it's real. For the one who has always sensed there's more to this life. You are not wrong. There is more. And that more begins when you stop running from what keeps chasing you in vision. The longer you wait, the louder the vision will get. But the moment you say, yes, even in fear, even in confusion, even in silence, heaven will respond. Because heaven has been waiting on you, just as you've been waiting on it. There are people whose lives are connected to your vision. People you haven't even met yet. Souls waiting on your obedience. Your healing. Your words. Your courage. That's why the vision won't stop, because it's not just about you. It's about what will be unlocked through you. The vision is not a burden, it's a bridge. A passage from who you've been to who you're called to become. And if you've been feeling spiritually restless, like your spirit can't sit still, like nothing satisfies your inner longing, that's not coincidence. That's divine urgency. Your soul is done waiting. Your destiny is knocking. Your angels are circling. And Archangel Michael is delivering this message to say, there is no more time to ignore what's sacred. You've been prepared silently. Trained through hardship. Molded by seasons where nothing made sense. But it all comes together now. Every broken moment. Every unanswered prayer. Every time you almost gave up. They all led here, because the vision you carry is heaven's response to everything that tried to break you. You are not imagining this. You are remembering it. Your soul agreed to this before your first breath. And now, heaven is reminding you of the promise. The vision is not chasing you, it's trying to find a home inside you. And once you accept it, things will never be the same. Because visions from heaven don't fade. They grow. They multiply. They change everything. And tonight, you've been seen. You've been confirmed. You've been chosen. You'll know this vision is real because it won't let go of you, not in your quiet moments, not in your anxious hours, not in the silence between distractions. It will continue to show up in new forms, through faces, places, signs, and subtle divine signals. You may try to move past it, but the vision is anchored in your soul. It knows your future. And heaven refuses to let you settle for a life smaller than the one you were created for. You weren't brought this far just to live in confusion. You weren't woken up in the night just to wonder. You were chosen to receive divine clarity, and that clarity is coming now. Every repeated sign, every recurring dream, every moment of déjà vu, it's not random. It's prophetic. You are being led step by step into alignment with something that will not only shift your life, but awaken your soul. This message didn't find you by accident. You didn't click this video for no reason. Something deep within you recognized a voice you've heard before. Maybe not with your ears, but with your spirit. It's the voice of God reminding you, you are more than what you've seen. The vision is not punishment. It's prophecy. And it's time to step into it, before it passes on to someone else willing to carry what you were meant to hold. You may not feel ready. But readiness is not a requirement, willingness is. Heaven never asks for perfection. It asks for response. For surrender. For one honest moment where your spirit says, I accept. And when you do, the atmosphere will begin to shift. Things that were heavy will lift. People who don't align with your future may start falling away. Don't resist it. It's all part of heaven's arrangement. You weren't meant to live in cycles of almosts. You weren't designed to chase a future that keeps slipping away. The vision repeats because it belongs to you. Because no one else can carry it the way you can. Because something about your journey, your wounds, your wisdom, your voice, it's exactly what's needed now. That's why Archangel Michael was sent to speak. Not to scare you, but to awaken you. The spiritual realm is closer than you think. And when a vision persists, it's because something eternal is trying to enter the temporary. That moment is now. This is not the first time heaven tried to reach you. But it might be the last before the season shifts. So listen closely. Take it seriously. Feel the stillness around you right now. That's not silence, it's sacred space. A divine visitation. A final knock on the door before it moves forward with or without you. You know this isn't just a message. You know this is something more. And now, you know why it keeps repeating that if this message stirred something in you, don't leave in silence. Like this video to confirm what your spirit already knows. Comment below with the words, "I received the vision," to claim it out loud and in faith. Share this message with someone whose spirit has been crying out for clarity. If this word broke something heavy off of you, use super thanks to help us reach more souls who need this divine truth. And if you know this message was meant for you, don't hesitate, subscribe right now. Not for the algorithm. Not for attention. But because your soul has found a voice it trusts. There's more coming. And you're not supposed to miss it. This vision has followed you long enough. Now it's time you walk into it, fully awake.